Dreamweaver CS5.5 makes it very easy to convert existing pages to HTML5. Although you can only do one page at a time, it's not possible to convert an entire site in a single operation. I'm going to show you how to convert this page and then check that it contains valid HTML5. Let's open it in split view. As you can see, it contains an XHTML strict doc type. And the HTML tag contains this namespace attribute. In the meta tag, there are these attributes that describe the content. And at the end of the meta tag, there's a closing forward slash. There's a forward slash also in the link tag. To convert the page to HTML5, go to the File menu, Convert, and select HTML5. And that's it. That's all there is to do. Notice the really short HTML5 doc type. There's no longer a namespace in the HTML tag. Also, the closing forward slashes have gone from the meta tag and the link tag. The meta tag's also much shorter. It now just describes the character set. There's no need for the attributes to describe the content. It's an HTML5 document, and the doc type is sufficient to tell the browser what type of content it contains. You might be aware that the HTML5 specification allows you to use closing forward slashes in tags that don't have a closing tag, like this meta tag for instance. However, Dreamweaver CS5.5 doesn't support that syntax. If you've heard horror stories about HTML5 allowing sloppy code, there's nothing to worry about. Dreamweaver always wraps attribute values in quotes. And it always uses closing tags, even when they're optional, such as with paragraphs. As you can see, we've got closing tags here and the opening tags. So if you've come to like the stricter standards of XHTML, you'll find that Dreamweaver CS5.5 is just as scrupulous in its regard for web standards. But you'll have to say goodbye to those closing forward slashes. If you change your mind about converting a page to HTML5, you can easily reconvert it by going to the File menu, selecting Convert, and then choosing the doc type of your choice. Anyway, I'm going to leave this as HTML5. I'll just close the menu. You'll notice that this page uses M tags to create italics. HTML5 redefines the M and strong tags, reserving them for genuine emphasis, and recommends using I and B tags instead. So if you already haven't done so, open the Preferences panel from the Edit menu in Windows or from the Dreamweaver menu in Mac and go to the General category and make sure that this checkbox down here, which is marked Use strong and M in place of B and I, is deselected. Then click OK. So I need to select this italicized word in Design View, make sure that I've got the HTML button selected in the Property Inspector, and click the I icon. That removes the M tags, and because I've made the change in the Preferences panel, if I click the I icon again, it inserts I tags instead. So I've got a couple of other places where I've got some italics. Let's change those too. It's a very easy change. It toggles between the different tags. So those are all the changes which I needed to make to convert this page to HTML5. I'll go to File, save the page, and now I'd like to make sure that it is genuine HTML5, that it's valid. So I'm going to go to the File menu again and select Validate, and then Validate Current Document W3C. The W3C is telling you that what Dreamweaver is going to do is send this page to the W3C, the World Wide Web Consortium's validator. So you need to be connected to the internet to be able to use this. The reason that Adobe has decided to use the W3C validator rather than having one built in directly to Dreamweaver is because HTML5 is still evolving. So putting a validator directly inside Dreamweaver, it would possibly get out of date too quickly. So if I just click this, and it tells me that it's going to send it to the W3C for validation. If you don't want to show this dialog box again, just select this checkbox and then click OK. And here we are. We've got the result of W3C validation. No errors or warnings found. HTML5. And that's how simple it is to convert a page to HTML5 in Dreamweaver CS5.5.